Hello eaters, I'm Reva and this is Eat Around Indonesia. Today we're traveling around a historical district in central Jakarta. This place has a lot of Dutch influence within the buildings. The classic architecture and the strong heritage is what attracts tourists to come here. So, any guesses of where I am? Don't go anywhere! Eaters, we are here at Mie Ayam Gondangdia. This place has been established for 54 years and it was founded by Towang Seh in 1968. This place has become a hereditary business, and if you Google it for the reviews, a lot of people will say that this is the place where you can find good noodles. And the Mie Ayam here itself is claimed to be a rival to other noodle brands. Let's try it to prove if it's right. Because I'm already hungry and I can't wait any longer, I'm going to order. Mas?
Ya. Maaf, permisi ya.
Yang favorit tuh biasanya apa ya?
Untuk bestseller kita ada mie ayam bakso pangsit, ayam goreng mentega, pangsit buah, dan kue tiaw siram sapi, Kak.
Mau itu deh, semuanya. Baik. Sama minumnya mau es teh manis.
Es teh manis. Ya. Udah lagi tambahannya, Kak?
Udah, itu aja.
Sudah, baik, ditunggu ya, Kak.
Okay, so now we wait until the order comes. Ini tadi apa?
Mie bakso pangsit.
Oh, mie bakso pangsit.
Ayam goreng mentega.
Ayam goreng mentega.
Makasih
banyak ya, Mas. Ooh, this all looks very good. Let's try it. So this is all of the dishes that I ordered. So firstly, I'm going to try the ayam goreng mentega. This looks very juicy, and there's a lime, so we're gonna put it on. For all of the dishes I ordered, I noticed that the portions are very big. I mean, look at this chicken. There's a lot of pieces here. So let's try it. Oh, it's still hot. The ayam mentega is, I noticed that it's very oily at the bottom, but the taste itself, it was phenomenal because you can really taste the kecap manis and the chicken itself, because it's served hot, it still feels and tastes it's still very juicy and tender, and it also tastes sweet because of the kecap manis, but it's also savory, so it's a little bit of both, and I think this would go well with a plate of rice. I think just a hot rice, this would go very well with that. Okay, so now we're going to try the kue tiaw siram sapi. Ooh, look at that. The sauce is very thick, and ooh, it's got, let me see some of the components. Oh. So here's the kue tiaw, and I can see some egg in it, and ooh, the sliced beef looks very appetizing, and look at the color. It just draws you in to eat it. So let's try it. Let me get some of the beef. From what I can taste, the kue tiaw is very chewy and it just absorbs all of the soup in it. And even though it's chewy, there's still some of the vegetables that's very crunchy. And the beef is very tender. And I honestly can eat this by itself because look at it, it's so good. But of course, with all of the things that are in this bowl, it tastes so good. Also, all of these are served hot, so that's a major plus point. Okay, so next one, I'm going to try the pangsit kuah. Ooh, look at that. I think this is the plain pangsit kuah, but looking at the pangsit, it's so huge and it looks so good. Wait, let me taste it. Okay. From this pangsit kuah, I can tell that this is more of a side dish than a main dish because it doesn't taste bland, but it's not something that really spikes flavors in my mouth. So let's try it with this sauce. Is it going to be that spicy? Ooh. It looks like it's going to be that spicy. Okay, let's try it just a little bit first. Oh. From this sauce, I don't think you eaters who don't like spicy stuff will like this very much because it has a kick and it's kind of sour, so it's not a flavorful type of sauce. Like, it just adds some spiciness into the broth. So now, after trying this pangsit kuah, we're going to try the mi bakso pangsit. I think this is going to be the star of all of the dishes today because we can see that there's the pangsit that we have here, but it's also combined with other components in this bowl. Okay, so let's try it with the broth first. Yep. Just a little bit. Okay. So now, oh, there's also some meatballs and chicken in here. So let's try it first. From this mi bakso pangsit, I like this more than the pangsit itself because the pangsit combined with the chicken and the bakso and all of the vegetables really amps up everything that's in here because to me the star of this dish is actually the chicken itself because I can tell that it's been marinated in sauce and alongside of the chicken there's also some mushrooms here, and that's a very nice surprise because it just gives it a little bit more of taste and flavor in this. And the meat itself, it's of course very different from the kway teow because these are two different types of meat. But this one, it just melts in your mouth because I think it's because it's a little bit more thin and it's just easier to eat and enjoy all of the other components in this bowl alongside with it. So I think all of these four dishes are very good. But to me, I think the star of the dish is the ayam mentega and the mi bakso pangsit because it's just complete, you know? Okay, now let's try some of the iced tea. Oh, you can never go wrong with some iced tea after eating all of this. It's very good. Kalau mie ayam Gondangdia ini tuh sebenarnya buka udah dari tahun berapa sih?
Kita yang membedakan tuh tekstur dan rasa yang khas. Jadi kita ini.
This is the place that is a must visit in Gondangdia. It has been here since 1993. Okay, now let's try to get the nasi uduk out of this banana leaf. sama Mas Amar sebagai staf operasional. Nah, sekarang saya mau tanya-tanya dulu nih Mas Amar, kalau mie ayam Gondangdia ini tuh sebenarnya buka udah dari tahun berapa sih ya?
Kita buka dari tahun 1968.
Oh, udah lama banget ya berarti ya?
Iya.
Kalau dari mie ayam ini sendiri tuh sebenarnya apa sih yang membedakan mie ayam yang dijual di sini sama mie ayam dari brand lain?
Kita yang membedakan tuh tekstur dan rasa yang khas. Jadi kita itu mie-nya bikin sendiri, pangsitnya bikin sendiri.
Berarti kalau kayak gitu persiapannya untuk sebelum restoran buka aja tuh itu berapa lama Mas biasanya kalau bikin sendiri ya?
Kurang lebih 30 menit lah.
Oh, itu termasuk cepet ya? Kalau
Cepet.
Cepet ya?
Cepet.
Oh, oke. Berarti jam operasional dari mie ayam Gondangdia ini sendiri tuh jam berapa aja?
Dari jam 10 sampai jam 8 malam.
Oh, oke. Mie ayam Gondangdia ini tuh sebenarnya di sini aja, di Gondangdia aja kah atau di tempat lain ada nggak sih?
Kita juga punya cabang ada di Mall Arta Gading.
Oh, di Mall Arta Gading.
Betul.
Oh, berarti itu aja dua berarti
Iya.
ini ya? Oke, so for you eaters, you can try it out here or Mall Arta Gading. Alright eaters, for you guys who want to try some good noodles, come here to Mie Ayam Gondangdia. And don't go anywhere because after this, we're going to a place not too far from here called Nasi Uduk Gondangdia. Let's travel and eat around Indonesia. Welcome back eaters! After tasting the delicious mie ayam, we're now here at Nasi Uduk Gondangdia to try their famous nasi uduk. This is the place that is a must visit in Gondangdia. It has been here since 1993. That's a very long time, right? Some people even say that the taste never changed and it tastes exactly the same every time. Here, the nasi uduk is wrapped in banana leaves and it costs for only 7,000 rupiah. That's a good deal to me. They also have smaller portions for when you don't want to eat too much or when you want to eat a little bit more into your dish. They also have lots of toppings and proteins such as innards of chicken, goat, or cow. But here's the thing, they also have seafood to accompany you when you want to eat this nasi uduk. That's so interesting, right? I can't wait to try it. Makasih Mas. Makasih. Makasih. So as you can see, here is the nasi uduk. It's wrapped in banana leaves as I said. So let's try it. Okay, now let's try to get the nasi uduk out of this banana leaf. This is very unique because I've never tried nasi uduk that's wrapped like this before. Okay, so now I'm going to try it with the kulit ayam first because this is the basic one of all. Okay, so here's the thing. A lot of kulit ayam is used to give the dish texture, but I was pleasantly surprised because this was very flavorful and the nasi uduk itself, it doesn't feel mushy because when nasi uduk is overcooked, they tend to feel mushy in your mouth, you get it? But this is actually very good. And now I'm going to try the tahu and tempe. The tahu tempe wasn't very flavorful, but I guess a lot of tahu tempe is actually like that. Now I'm going to try it with the daging because I hope this will give it another kick in my mouth. The tahu and tempeh feels and tastes very good after I ate it with the daging itself because it adds a lot of flavor and it's not that salty because All of the components here are very savory. Okay, so before we try the other parts of this component, I'm gonna try the shrimp because I think this is the main star of the dish because I've never tried nasi uduk with seafood before. So let's try it. Look at that, the shrimp is very meaty inside and I wasn't really expecting this since a lot of shrimps really tend to be more smaller. So let's try it. Wow, this is very good. This shrimp doesn't taste fishy at all, even though it's a seafood and I ate it with a lot of non-seafood food. It's still it amps up the flavor that I'm feeling and tasting right now when I'm eating this dish. I forgot there's actually sambal here, but I don't know what this is. I think it looks like a peanut sauce, so I'm very curious to try this one. Let's just pour a little and let's taste. This sambal kacang, I think it's sambal kacang, it tastes really good with the chicken. So my last take on this is everything on this plate is all savory, but it all just blends well in my mouth and the taste just dance together. Oh my god, I forgot to drink. This is the es jeruk. Oh my god, I bet it's very refreshing. This is a great closing to this good dish. Eaters, stay tuned because after this, we're going to Nasi Goreng Gila Gondrong Obama. Let's travel and eat around Indonesia. Finally, this is the food in front of me. And I was actually surprised because they don't serve it in plates. Right now, I have the Nasi Goreng Gila and the Nasi Gila. It actually looks kind of similar. Hello again, eaters! Today we're closing the day off with our last destination, which is actually named after the former American President, Barack Obama. Interesting, right? Let's find out more about it. Nasi Goreng Gila Gondrong Obama is actually named after Obama because it is located in front of SDN Menteng 1 Jakarta, which is his former childhood school. The unique thing about this place is that you can choose a variant of rice and then it will be topped with a sauteed scrambled egg and sausages and meatballs. Sounds so yummy, right? But you can tell that it gets very crowded in here because you can hear it, you can see it, but really, I'm just excited to try the food. Alright, so this is the food in front of me and I was actually surprised because they don't serve it in plates because turns out people actually eat it in their cars. So, right now I have the Nasi Goreng Gila and the Nasi Gila. It actually looks kind of similar, but the difference is in the rice itself. So let's try it. I think I'm going to try the nasi goreng gila first. Ooh. It has a lot of components, and I can see like the sausage, and the egg itself is so huge. So first off, it's actually kind of spicy, but I think you can ask, if you don't like spicy food, you can ask for it not to be spicy. And from the first bite, I already just tasted the sausage, and it turns out the rice is kind of moist because of all of the sauce, but I don't mind it because the flavors really just blend together. And look at it, I mean, there's a lot of components, and I thought it was gonna be too much, but turns out it's still good as it is. Okay, now let's try it with kerupuk. I don't know why, but eating with kerupuk it's just the perfect combination. Okay. So now let's try the nasi gila one. I think I like this one better because I don't think if it's a coincidence or not, but I can actually taste a lot more chicken in this one. And with this one, the sauce just blends together, but I like a little bit of diversity in my own dish. So this is very good. Okay, so here's a fun fact about this place. The owner isn't actually a family member of Barack Obama, but it is named after Obama because he actually ate here. When he was visiting the school, his aide actually ordered the nasi goreng gila for him, and turns out he loved it. So the owner decided to include the name Obama into his business. And after that, a lot of people and even celebrities started lining up just to taste this food. And I have to admit, it's all very delicious. Well, that's our trip for today, eaters. Keep on following my journey to new districts to gain new insights and new recommended places to eat around Indonesia. I'm Refa, see you later. Bye!